Welcome in, quick hitters. Welcome in, Goodymo short crew. Well, another one bites the dust. New York Jets have fired Robert Saleh. I don't think that comes as no shock to anybody. The writing was on the wall. It was only a matter of time. So Robert Saleh no longer the head coach for the New York Jets. Now, what does this mean? Does this mean the Jets would all of a sudden start winning ball games? No, I don't believe that. I don't think Robert Saleh had that much input to all of a sudden they'll start winning games after his firing. But I will say it's leading in the right direction. Something about this guy just didn't rub you the right way. Now, should he have more input or he had too much input? Was he a cancer around this team? More things might come out. But as of today, we are learning. Breaking news, if you want to call it breaking news. Robert Saleh no longer the head coach for the New York Jets. I will say this. If you can't get a love hug from your grandpa, your days are numbered. If your grandpa cannot give you a love hug, you know your days are numbered. The kids, okay. Grandkids, you might rub the grandkids the wrong way. They might not just like you. You know, those kids got those senses to where they just feel something ain't right with your soul. You might have been involved in something, you're just not a good person. So grandkids, they'll reject you. You just rubbed them the wrong way. You're not gonna get no love hug from them. But your grandpa, if your grandpa rejects a love hug, you got a problem. That was his demise right there when that happened. Grandpa's senses is not that strong as it used to be. The smell test is a little off. They can't see that well. And they all filled up with love later in their life. All they want is love. And if you get rejected by your grandpa, the Undertaker is around the corner. Undertaker's coming to get you. So all the love was lost for Robert Saleh. I think this is a great decision. I know people want to say, 2-3, early in the season, you got rid of Robert Saleh. What, you want to wait until the season completely gone? When you don't have no hope in the playoffs, that's when you want to try to get rid of him? No. You got to get in there and you got to dig deep and get that cancer out of there before it causes any more damage. That's exactly what the Jets did. So this could be a start for the Jets. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers didn't take to him too good. Aaron Rodgers just didn't like it. They have the insides. We don't. They know what goes on in practice, film rooms, his strategy. So they're just going to put the interim coach in there, defensive coordinator. Jeff Ulbrich will be taking over as interim head coach. Now, for Jets fans and for me on the outside, not a Jets fan, but I like to see Aaron Rodgers do well, at least try to sneak into the playoffs. The man's been battered and bruised. He's getting knocked around now. He continues to get hit throughout this season. He's not going to last the season. He's not going to last the season. So we're going to get into this little article real quick before we close it out. But yes, it is breaking news. This morning, a lot of people are finding out Robert Saleh no longer the head coach for the New York Jets. Maybe a step in the right direction, but another one bites the dust. So let's get into this article real quick. Robert Saleh, he was hired by the Jets in 2021. 20-36 record as the team's head coach. Saleh becomes the third NFL coach to be fired after losing a game in London. The Raiders fired coach Dennis Allen in 2014, the day after they lost 38-14 to the Miami Dolphins at Wembley Stadium, while the Dolphins fired coach Joe Philbin in 2015, the day after they lost 27-14 to the Jets at Wembley. Saleh's firing comes 2 days after the Jets lost 23-17 to the Minnesota Vikings at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The Jets entered the 2024 season with high expectations, with quarterback Aaron Rodgers returning from Achilles injury that derailed him his 2023 season after just 4 plays. Quarterback instability marked Saleh's tenure as the Jets started 6 different quarterbacks in his 4 seasons. Zach Wilson, 33 games. Mike White, 7 games. Rodgers, 6 games. Joe Flacco, 5 games. Trevor Siemian, 3 games. And Tim Boyle, 2 games. Saleh's tenure was marked by strong defense and poor offense, largely due to the quarterback instability. In his first season, they drafted Wilson, number 2 overall, but he struggled mightily and eventually was benched and replaced last season by Rodgers, who tore his Achilles on the 4th snap of the season. So quarterback troubles was no stranger to the New York Jets. Bringing Rodgers, big expectations. They expected a Super Bowl run. Unfortunately, this season, off to a bad start. Rodgers getting knocked around. They don't have that chemistry. They don't have anything on offense that looks like they're going to get it going here in a couple of weeks. So what you had to do, you had to inject something into this team. And the first start is getting rid of Robert Saleh. Hopefully this will wake the team up. Hopefully to have them thinking we head in the right direction. Like I said before, Aaron Rodgers, like a head coach anyway, he's calling all the plays on offense. Robert Saleh was taking care of the defense. Maybe a small put on offense, I doubt it. He don't look like the type of guy, if you look here on the screen, that he knows anything about offense. And to popular opinion, don't seem like he knows that much about defense either. So they took his door key, locked him out of the stadium, and stripped him from his presidential parking spot. He is no longer. So the Jets are going to move forward, hoping to salvage their season and maybe still have an opportunity to make the playoffs. I really don't think this team really needs a head coach when you got Aaron Rodgers there and a defensive coordinator who was already calling the plays. Yeah, Saleh's a defensive guy, but they had a defensive coordinator. Now they moving him to head coach. It's not going to be a tragic situation. Robert Saleh probably had no input. Just sitting on the sideline giving you these facial expressions of clueless thoughts. But he's no longer. Another one bites the dust. And we'll see what's going to happen from this. Maybe this team is going to get energetic. Maybe he lost the locker room. But even if he didn't lose the locker room, he lost his grandpa, Aaron Rodgers. No love lost. This GSQH Goodymo Sports Quick Hits. Thanks for y'all time. But Robert Saleh is no longer. Y'all enjoy y'all day. This is Terrible Tuesday. And it seems like on Terrible Tuesday is when we get the most bad news. Or is it bad news? The guy's time was already ticking. I don't know. Maybe it's not a sad day. Maybe it's a glad day. If you're a New York Jet. Y'all enjoy yourselves. Be safe. We out of here. Peace.